Residents of southwest Louisiana, Laura is bringing back memories of another monster storm, Rita. And with landfall now just hours away, the early impacts of Laura are already being felt. Tan Trung joins us live in Lafayette with the latest. I know, Tan, you were in, Cameron Parish earlier, right?
We were, Karen, and right now the skies over Lafayette are fairly ominous. We're feeling a bit of a breeze here, nothing major, but we're expecting that to worsen over the next few hours and certainly into the evening hours and overnight as well. The communities west of here, especially those low-lying areas in Cameron Parish, are practically empty. They heeded the warnings to leave, those mandatory evacuation orders. For those that chose to stay, there's nothing left to do but wait. These are among the last people evacuating Cameron, Louisiana. As Hurricane Laura approaches, Hubrin Doxey showed us some of the storm's early power he captured on his phone.
Yeah, they already got an oil rig leaning over. It looks like it's sinking, and then the roads are already getting flooded.
Where's that?
Cameron, downtown Cameron, already.
This couple is from Grand Chenier. With warnings of a, quote, unsurvivable storm surge of at least 15 feet, there is no debate in leaving.
Oh, all we gotta do is hope.
Hope.
Hope and pray.
Yeah, that's for sure.
No one can get on this road down to Cameron, Louisiana at this point. Sheriff's deputies are blocking it off. The sheriff's office actually evacuated its facilities last night. They say nothing can survive the storm surge that's expected here. Moving toward Lake Charles, many homes are boarded up. Cameron and Calcasieu parishes are under mandatory evacuations. Did you see anybody else down there at this point?
Very few vehicles left in Cameron.
Nobody wants to stay at this point.
No.
Nobody should stay.
I would advise not to, man.
Sweets and Treats has been serving sugary goodness for 20 years in Lake Charles. With Hurricane Laura approaching, Judy and John Poche are securing everything in their store. They packed up the last batches of cookies. They're confident they'll be back.
But I'm not scared. We got the windows boarded up at the house.
The biggest problem with these type storms is flooding. And historically, this is not a flood zone. This building was built in 1908. My house was built in 1912, and they're still standing.
And the Poches delivered some of those cookies to Steve Wolfram and I, and we have them here. We're going to certainly consume these over the next few hours. Hopefully we'll try to spread it over the next few days. But on a more serious note, again, the conditions are expected to worsen here. We are positioned here in Lafayette. We'll be monitoring the storm from here, and when it's safe for us to go into the quote-unquote deeper impact zone, we'll do so. Reporting live from Lafayette, Tan Trung, Eyewitness News.
The generosity and the resilience of Louisianians just is heartwarming. Thank you very much, Tan. Stay safe.